Hey, my name is Jeremy Langlois. I'm from Body Velocity Bootcamp, and my last video was about carbohydrates and basically what they do to your body, what kind of effect they have, and why they should be avoided at night time. If you haven't seen that already, please check it out. I'll put a link somewhere on this screen. And that's only 2 minutes 20 seconds, so it'll be nice and quick for you. But make sure to watch that first. And so today's video is about where you can find carbohydrates. I thought it'd be a good chance to elaborate on yesterday's video and give you some more examples of what carbs are, where you can find them, and what kind of carbs should be avoided as well. So your best kind of carbs will come from your vegetables and your fruits. Vegetables and fruits are mainly carbohydrate rich, along with plenty of other nutrients. But in terms of macronutrients, which are carbs, proteins and fats, vegetables and fruits are mainly carbohydrates. And they are the best form of carbohydrates because they are low in carbohydrates. That is the main macronutrient in those foods. However, they are very low. So those are the kinds of carbohydrates that you can consume all throughout the day, vegetables and fruits. Another form of carbohydrates and things that you should be eating in moderation include your breads, your rice, your pastas, and potatoes. Those are things that you should be eating before midday because they are rich in carbohydrates, as carbs are the main form of macronutrient in those foods, and so they are rich in carbohydrates, and so they should be avoided in the evening and afternoon because, as I said in yesterday's video, those are the points of the day where you're resting, you're relaxing, you're sleeping, and you don't need that much energy. So moderate carbohydrates are breads, rice, pastas, potatoes, and those are things to consume in moderation. And if you do consume them, make sure to consume them before the afternoon. Alright, and your worst kind of carbohydrates, which are things that you need to avoid, include your chocolates, your cakes, your pastries, your biscuits, fruit juices, dried fruits as well. Some of you may be surprised that I said fruit juices and dried fruits, but the reason to be avoiding them is because with dried fruits, to make them dry, they have to suck out all the water and the nutrients in them, which means that you're only left with the fructose, the sugar, the carbohydrates, right? Fructose and sugar are a carbohydrate, by the way. But to turn them into a dry fruit, they have to suck out all the water and nutrients, which means that you're only left with the carbohydrates, which means that you'll need a lot more of them to fill you up, which means that you'll be consuming a lot more carbohydrates. As an example, to make that clearer, imagine eating dried raisins compared to normal raisins. If you eat dry raisins, you'll need a lot more dry raisins to fill you up the same way that normal raisins would. And they take out the water and nutrients, which means that you're left with carb-rich dried fruits, which means that you'll be consuming a lot more sugar than you need to be. So anyway, avoid those kinds of carbohydrates, the cakes, the pastries, the biscuits, the sugars, the dried fruits, and the fruit juices. And make sure to consume mostly vegetables and fruits, and bread, rice, pastas in moderation. Alright, so thank you for watching. Make sure to check out my free ebook in the description down below called Burn Fat with Minimal Time and Effort. It's all about how to exercise in the most efficient way possible to reach your goals. And also check out my Facebook page and my website down below, and I will see you next time.